Everybody, this is your host Kato, and today we're going to play Stories, The Path of Destinies. I've never played this game, and I hope it's pretty good. Or there's a lot of choices, and I always do like that in my games. Let's check the options. That's a little weird. Alright, you got it.
Once upon a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows," she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities. Then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
Alright, I guess I'm protecting a buddy. Yeah, I'm going against a frog. Kind of a long loading screen.
The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid," Reynardo told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone." "My mother died for this book!" "I promised her I'd protect you." Oh, damn it. The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
Do I have to? Alrighty. Yeah, let's go get Peter. Damn it, Peter Cottontail.
The two Ravens were staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains. "Hey," Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick on someone as ugly as you." Wait, that didn't come out right. "For the Emperor!" The Ravens cawed and rushed at him.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, I'll try. And cool. Ah, okay. Yeah.
A dropship flew overhead. He hoped they hadn't noticed him. The kid.
Do you like the artwork? Just go to grab. Alright. Yeah! Oh no! Okay. So close.
Oh, right. The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the Skyship docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels. Or I'm gonna steal your ship.
Hey.
I'm not taking that damn book anywhere, and neither are you.
Try and stop me, laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero sword.
And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Renato going to get a hero sword?
Well, look at there.
And wind essence? That sounds about right. I'll need a... Perfect.
Yo, Dorito Bandito.
A hero sword. QED.
All right.
This is
my
what he got
hero
for
sword.
settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renato's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid. He came up to a ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him.
God damn you, Peter.
How'd you get across? He asked.
That's me.
Where'd you find a hook?
What up,
I
Bandito?
hopped, said the kid. White-ass kid. Hey, look out behind you! Cute, said Renato. Oh, ravens. It was time to talk some sense into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. Damn it. Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
There's a lot of skill points.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you
excuse me.
completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Alright, simple enough. Yeah.
And there was the Farfarer. She was the fastest ship he'd ever
Little
known.
bastard around and take my ship.
She could do the Kester run in 12 furlongs. Oh, so the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush.
Stop! He shouted. I'm not giving you the book!
Shouted the kid, and took off.
No! Peter!
The kid ran for it. And a goggler nailed him with its ivy.
Eh. Alright. Guess I'll save the day. Ha! Like a watermelon.
The book was unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes.
I know it turned to ashes.
Pile of ashes. Damn it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway.
Just health. That's all I'm gonna find, huh? So I'm find materials. Eh, screw it.
What was the big deal about this book, anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. "Where are you running, rebel?" cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. "Just going out for milk," Renato yelled back. "Where can you run?" laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. "Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life!" it cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven. A sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper.
I'm going after the Sky Ripper.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
I don't know what that guy could have made me. Or they get the thing that apparently scares gods. Just kind of sounds more important to help win a war.
As he set foot on the island, Renato could not help but feel a tinge of guilt. He'd left Lapino behind. He hoped the Mad Rabbit had somehow escaped the Ravens. He hoped they hadn't eaten him. If they had, he hoped they hadn't eaten him alive. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
I think so. Alright, find all types of treasure. Okay. Excuse me.
If I craft a sword now, it's going to be really short.
Huh. Don't seem to have to, though. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Oh.
Say goodnight, Gracie, said Renato, wondering who Gracie was.
The people who had built this castle, did they even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the Lost Gods, thousands of thousands had died.
There we go.
But Renato had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one. He wasn't that good. Yet.
No skill points. Oh. Damn. Sword. Must be that ice sword.
Can't we just agree to disagree? Said Renato. No?
Well, that works. Kinda easy combat, though.
Renato's blood was up. He just needed to smash something.
This reminds me of Bastion, with all the narrator commenting on everything. Excuse me. Yes. Treasure is this way. I knew I'd get you treasure. Woo.
Renato wondered who was leaving chests of sword crafting supplies around. He wanted to thank him.
What's this? Sounds good. It could kill me. Oh well. For the rebellion.
These things could really use a hand.
Oh no. Did do a little bit of damage with that laser beam. Just kind of stood there and took it. Oh! Ah. Too easy.
Ah, a puzzle. Renato loved puzzles. Except when he couldn't figure them out. On the other hand, if there was a puzzle, it was probably meant to keep people away from something good.
I'm glad he likes them, I don't. Let's just take a look over here really fast. Alright.
Huh? A lever?
Ah,
That was new. Most people still use doorknobs.
Yeah. Damn it, lost the health. Oh, alright, take the right. Is that a checkpoint? Didn't interact with it, so I don't know. Ooh, alright. Dash. I get dash for all these? Oh, I see.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Alright.
There it was.
Yeah, excuse me.
Sky Ripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Sky Ripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Nope. We need the Sky Ripper.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
Obviously. Well, guys, that'll probably do it for this broadcast. If you like what you see, it might be back on later on for chapter 2. Stories, the Destiny, whatever.